3 heat races for the R&R Street Stock Open. Top 4 going to the plus-minus. Top 6 lock their way into the big show here tonight. The rest will go to the consolation round, so you need to be up inside the top 6 to make it to the big dance. On the pole, one of our weekly competitors here at the Star Speedway, driving car number 18. This is Rob D'Almeida. To his outside, the 2D, that is Milton Duran. Then third on the grid in car number 15 from Carmel, Maine, in the Benny's Body Shop sponsored ride. That is James Goodman. A familiar name to Star Speedway fans. Grids next out of Salem, New Hampshire, in the Bumpy's Auto sponsored car number 72. That is the one and only caveman, Kenny Scott. Jungle George Baldwin is in the Choppy's Auto Double L. Then it's the 79 of Pat Tangway. The Hosh Paving 94 is Joey Ventrilo. Shane Gendron in the 7. Next on the grid in the AH Fence sponsored car numbers 44, a regular at the Thunder Road Speed Bowl in Barrie, Vermont, Justin Prescott. And out back in the Lew's Custom Exhaust sponsored car number 52 is Billerica, Massachusetts driver Rocket Rob McRae. Heat race number 1, top 6 to qualify into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart box. Green flag in the air, we're underway. D'Almeida gets the bottom side rolling. Duran fights back on the outside groove, but to no avail. Rob D'Almeida leads him down the backstretch. James Goodman plays a little bumper tag with Duran through turns 3 and 4. Everybody figuring out Goodman up to third. Here comes George Baldwin. Baldwin muscles his way characteristically underneath the 15 into the third spot down the backstretch. Here comes the 94 of Joey Ventrilo. Ventrilo, the winningest driver in weekly competition in car number 94, gets the 4th spot away. Up front, Milton Duran gets into the back of the 18 of D'Almeida. Here comes George Baldwin. Baldwin now in the double L down underneath the 2 of Duran. Takes the 2nd spot away. Kenny Scott out of sorts in the 72 car, and he's going to come to a stop. Kenny Scott comes to a stop in car number 72. Caution flag is out. Next to the flag stand, please back away from the fence. Please back away from the fence. Next to the flag stand. Here comes the sheriff. The sheriff's going to let him know. Please back away from the fence. Nice job, Sheriff. The sheriff is in town, and she is not afraid. She's not intimidated by the bigger man. She'll let him know. Back off. All right, Rob D'Almeida, your leader. Jungle George Baldwin up to 2nd. Joey Ventrilo runs 3rd. Duran in the 2 is 4th, and Shane Gendron in the 7 is 5th. Final qualifier right now is the Rocket Rob McRae in car number 52. So Star's top dogs making their way towards the front here in heat race number 1 for the R&R Street Stock Open. Into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart box. 3 down, 7 to go. Green flag back in the air. Street Stock's back underway. Baldwin shot out of a rocket ship in car number double L. He takes the lead down the back straightaway. D'Almeida settles into that 2nd spot. The race is for 3rd now. Ventrilo has the 3rd spot in the 94. Duran's hung out to dry on the outside groove as here comes the 7 of Gendron. Goodman trying to fill the hole as well in car number 15. Goodman using the front bumper on Duran now. Pat Tangway's in the mix in car number 79. Tangway in the 79 car. Now they're 3 wide. That ain't going to work as Tangway goes around in car number 79. Everybody trying to get into the top 6 here in heat race number 1. Tangway went 3 wide with Duran and McRae, and Tangway gets the worst of it in the 79. So Pat Tangway in car number 79 going to need a push to get that car refired, and he'll have to go to the tail of the field. So the sixth and final qualifier now still is the 52 of Rob McRae, but James Goodman in the 15 car has got himself into the show. A regular at Speedway 95 up in Bangor, Maine in the 15 car. He's into the show right now. Right at the halfway mark in heat race number 1, 5 laps down. 5 to go for George Baldwin. Lineup is correct. Chief starter Dave Tibbetts going to cross the field up, give them the one to go signal at the line this time by 5 down, 5 to go for Jungle George Baldwin in car double L. Baldwin now has the 94 of Joey Ventrilo out of Methuen, Massachusetts to his outside. Ventrilo has been fast in weekly competition. Shane Gendron has 2 feature wins to his credit here in 2023. He sits third. Into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart box. Green flag back in the air. Heat race number 1 is back underway. Baldwin gets a good jump. Shane Gendron fills the hole down underneath Ventrilo for the second spot now. Ventrilo up high, the 7 of Gendron down low, wheel to wheel for spot number 2. Ventrilo fighting hard from the outside groove. The 15 of Goodman getting the warning from the flag stand, using up that front bumper on the back bumper of the 18 of DL Media. Rob McRae fighting on the outside. Goodman is getting pushed by Duran that time in the 2 car. That is for the final transfer spot. Milton Duran trying to get into it in car number 2. Up front, it is all George Baldwin. 2 to go at the line for Baldwin. Keep an eye on the final transfer spot. Right now, it belongs to James Goodman in car number 15. Duran fading back now in car number 2. White flag in the air. Final trip around. Baldwin is sideways in the double L. Here comes Shane Gendron now. Gendron filled the hole down underneath. Baldwin doesn't want to make a mistake because he's in the show. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Duran tried all he could. He's not going to get there for the 6th spot. Checkered flag in the air. Baldwin's car is not handling well, but he's going to win the race. 2nd goes to Gendron. 3rd to Ventrilo. 4th to McRae. 5th to DL Media. And your 6th and final qualifier is Carmel, Maine's James Goodman in car number 15. So Justin Prescott, Pat Tangway, Kenny Scott will all go to the consolation rounds here to make it into the debut of the R&R Street Stock Open Series here at the Star Speedway.